Hello and welcome to our Facebook training program. Before we begin, and for full disclosure as we proceed with this program, I want you to know that at times you may either see training provided by either myself or one of my partners. For now, let's begin with the very basics of setting up a Facebook account. Now, as you'll notice here, we have just a very simple, basic test account, and I'm using the word test, ACCT. You'll actually want to use your first name, your last name, and a legitimate email address. Now, just in case you're at a very, very basic introductory stage in your marketing career, I generally tell people that a great place to start is Gmail. If you don't have an account, you can click right here on the red button in the top right that says Create an Account. This will take you over to a page that looks very similar to this, where again you're going to be able to enter in your name, your last name, choose a username, set up your passwords, tell them your birthday, your gender. If you have a mobile phone number, you can enter it in here. If you want a backup email account, you can enter it in here. Then come down here, make sure that you fill in what they call a CAPTCHA code, and choose your privacy settings. Now by default, you'll notice that it says I live in the United States. If that's wrong for you, make sure that you check the appropriate country. However, they're usually pretty right on. The one thing you will notice if you're new to Gmail, though, is that they do not automatically check the box that says I agree to their terms of service. I think the reason that most companies do that, and I've seen a lot of others do it as well, is simply that they want to make sure that you're actually paying attention to what you're doing and not using some kind of automated bot. And of course, once you've reached this point, they're going to ask you if they can use your account information to personalize their plus ones on content and ads on non-Google websites. Now, if you don't know what that means, you can right click on this and tell it to open in a new page. Generally, to me, it doesn't matter because I do use Google+. If you don't like it or if you don't agree with it, you can always uncheck that and then just tell it next step. Now, as we move forward, there are a few new steps in the Google account creation process that didn't used to be there. They want you to actually set up your profile and not just your email address. So if you have a photo, you can simply click Add Photo here. If you don't, or if you don't have an image you want to represent yourself right now, you can click Next Step. The choice is entirely up to you. It can be done later in your Google profiles. Again, though, if you have a photo, you just click this button. And you'll notice that a window comes up. This is done in what they call lightbox effect. It's not actually a true pop-up, so it won't be blocked by most of your pop-up blockers. You'll have the option to drag and drop a photo here, use your web camera, and then once you're done, just tell it to set your photo. For now, we're just going to leave it this way. And once you've added your photo or chosen not to, again at your discretion, click Next Step. I'm a little surprised with this one, to be honest with you. A lot of the other account creations with these newer quote-unquote Web 2.0 type systems are asking you if you want to integrate some of your users from Yahoo or some of your users from Bing, the old Hotmail system. In this case, though, they're still not quite going there. It's more honorable, I think, to be honest with you, as they're not trying to send out emails to all your buddies to join their program. Probably because Google's one of the biggest programs in the world, I'd imagine. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and continue on to Gmail. That will take a moment to load, so I will probably pause this for just a few seconds. Okay, now when you first set this up, you're going to notice there's a whole bunch of stuff that's already in there. Right here we see we have 4 emails. If you're new to email and you want to read all these things, by all means, go ahead and take a look at them. I may have spoken a little too early here, as you notice that they're trying to get you to import your mail contacts now. Makes it a little bit more viral. I don't use this step, and I won't, because the email clients and accounts that I have here versus what I might have on my Yahoo account are very different. I use Yahoo email for marketing emails of a different site as an author, a content creator. Why would I want those people here on my Facebook contact? The point being simply that different email accounts are set up for different reasons. And I'm going to mention that in the ebook. But for now, I'll let you choose what you want to do. We're just going to close this. In my case, I'm going to clear these out. They did offer to take me on a tour. If you want to go through that tour, that's entirely up to you. I just simply want to start with a fresh email account that has nothing in it. You don't have to worry about emptying out your trash can, quote unquote. It'll do that for you after, I believe, 30 days. What you do want to do, though, is come over here and finalize the process of signing up for your Facebook account. And you'll notice that to save a little bit of time, I did enter in all the same information for both of these. So now that the actual email account is officially real, we're going to click Sign Up. If you already have a Facebook account, again, this is generally meant for someone who's a little new. Maybe they don't have email, or maybe they have email and they're not really sure how Facebook works. Okay, now it's telling you to go to your email to actually finish the sign up account. So we want to go over here. You'll notice that right up here it says inbox. This is one of the reasons that I use Gmail, because it works so quickly. We're going to scroll down and just simply click on this link here to confirm that we want to set up the new account. Now it tells you that we have confirmed it. And it's prompting you to tell all your friends. Now, if you're new to Facebook, if you're being social, if you have a specific email account where you have all your business clients and contacts already there and you want to import them, you can. Again, this is based on my experience in the past, kind of their way of using a telefriend script. They want your email address, your email password, and they're going to go over to Yahoo or Hotmail or Gmail, and they're going to check on your associates, and they're going to see if any of your friends are using Facebook based on the email addresses shown in there. I generally don't. They are asking for permission, and I respect the fact that they're not actually spamming anyone. They're asking to contact them on your behalf or to check to see if any of your friends are users. I'm sure there's a second step in the middle where you can choose who you want to alert. And at this point, I'm not going to try to alert anybody. This is just a test account. The only thing I will show you is that if you click right up here, you can adjust your main profile. At which point in time, especially with a business situation, you want to set up your logo, or if you're using personal branding, you want to put your photo in here. If you've got a webcam, you can actually take a photo with your webcam. Add your job or your company. This works really nicely if you've got a company page and you want to lead to it by name, school you went to, anything about you that would let your customers realize that you're a human being, and possibly even a way to contact you. And if you're running a local business, this is important. Because if someone is coming to connect with you and they can't get a hold of you by phone, they don't know your address, and they have nothing more than this right here, the less information they have for contact, the less likely they are to give you a call, send you a letter, or contact you in general. The more options you provide for them, the better. In this case, because we're dealing with a social network environment, the less you give, the less real you look to them. People want to connect to you. And as we move into the next chapter, I'm going to go over this into a little bit more detail, but the biggest mistake most people make is they don't personalize anything. Even if you're a company and you've got several employees, you want them listed right here. They're your buddies. These are the people that are going to be admins on your account. These are the people that the people will come to your page and they're going to look at, and they're going to hear from the people. And if you've got a customer service representative named Sue and another one named Ben, and then maybe you've got a guy named Javier that handles your technical support or whatever you're doing, these are the people they're going to hear from. So you're kind of giving them an introduction right here. Anyhow, with this information, you should be able to customize your profile at least a little bit. We're not going to go into great detail about all the fancy settings. That's something you can find out more about in due time. I just wanted to cover the very basic setup. And again, most of you will probably have already well surpassed the need to use something like this. But for those who do need it, I wanted to make sure that we covered everything and make sure that we left absolutely no stone unturned. I look forward to talking to you more in the next video, where we start going over some of the mistakes that other businesses make and hopefully give you the opportunity to avoid those mistakes. If you want to read the book, follow along with the videos. I greatly encourage that. As an educator of thousands of other marketers online, I've been teaching on these subjects for many years, and I can tell you, based on everything I've learned and the things that I've taught other people and what I've actually just witnessed and seen work best, there are 3 basic learning styles. You can either sit there and read it and soak it up. You can hear it and kind of go along with it as you step by step go through things, and maybe you'll catch on to it. Or much like teenagers from back when you're in high school, you can watch it on a board, or in this case in a video, pause as you need to, and see how things work hands-on. Now, whether you're a visual learner, whether you're someone who can just read a manual and learn, or whether you want to go hands-on and kind of watch it step by step, whatever it takes to get you to learn this stuff, we're willing to go the extra mile. Now, on that note, I'm going to cut things short for now. We'll see you in the next video.